everybody, I'm meteorologist Ashley Smith here in the First Alert Streaming Center on this Saturday, and I'm a little bit late, maybe even a lot a bit late. We've been distracted because it's Peyton's last day and we were having cake and stuff, and so anyways, here I am, a little tardy, but here nonetheless. Let's get everything started here. Okay, so we are talking about cold weather this weekend. And mainly dry, though, maybe a few flurries possible. But then we are looking ahead, of course, to the Christmas forecast, which looks pretty nice at this point. Mild, although maybe a little wet. So we're going to talk about that. Outside right now, of course, Queensgate camera is off right now. But beautiful weather across much of the region. Let me get a Facebook up here so that I can see your comments and all that good stuff. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yes, beautiful weather outside. It is cold though. Those temperatures. Actually, this is like giving me the spinny circle, so hopefully it's going to cooperate. Okay, here we go. Yeah, temperatures started off, for most of us in the 20s, there were a couple of teens this morning. I think tomorrow it could be a little bit colder, but now we're already up to the 30s just in a couple of spots. Harrison, Lunkin, Falmouth. Sorry, let me adjust this so that it's not rubbing against my necklace, hopefully. But yes, temperatures right now still kind of on the chilly side. And again, not going to warm up very much today at all. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to talk about. Hi, Becky. I think I said this another time where you so you tell people what you're going to tell them, then you tell them, then you tell them what you told them. So this is what I'm going to tell you. Today is the first day of winter. The winter solstice officially happened at 4:21 this morning. That is when the sun is over the Tropic of Capricorn. That is 23.5 degrees south of the equator. That's the winter solstice. Of course, the equinox is when it's over the equator, and then the summer solstice is when it's over the Tropic of Cancer. So we are talking about 9 hours and 25 minutes of daylight today. Everybody says this is the shortest day. I had a chief meteorologist that once said, every day is the same amount of time. It's the shortest amount of daylight. I don't care what you say to your friends and family, but I guess that is technically true. So, and people say the longest day is, of course, the summer solstice. It's the longest amount of daylight hours, minutes, seconds, all that. Today, it's 9 hours and 25 minutes here in Cincinnati specifically. However, by the end of the month, I had sunrise and sunset specifically written down in the Weather Center. Let me find it. By the end of the month, we actually gain... we actually gained 3 minutes. So it'll be 9 hours and 28 minutes by the end of the month. Sunrise today was at 7:53. Sunset is at 5:19. And actually, let's see how that evolves over the month too. So by the 31st, sunrise is 7:57, so actually getting later. But sunset is also getting later, 5:25. So that's where you kind of make up for it, is with a later sunset. So yeah, we get six minutes later by the end of the month. Hi, William. Hi, John. Welcome in. I was tardy today. Hopefully everybody's having a lazy Saturday and they weren't on a schedule, and so it's okay. That's what I'm going to tell myself. We are remaining cold for the rest of the weekend. Oh, Becky's birthday is 12/22. Well, happy almost birthday. Tomorrow is the 22nd. I'm sure your birthday has fallen on the solstice before. The solstice has fallen on your birthday before. Christmas forecast right now looks to be wet and warm, so not white. And it doesn't look very wet. We'll talk about that coming up here in just a bit. Models are not really in agreement about rain on Christmas, so at this point, I would just say there's a chance for rain, but it just doesn't look like it's going to be very much. I mentioned flurries today. That's pretty much ended for now. You notice a little bit of snow in northern Indiana. That could kind of slip to the south, and we could see a few of those light, flurries maybe later on later on in the day, but I think for the most part, you're just going to see some clouds increasing. Right now, though, it's beautiful with lots of sunshine. Here's the temperatures again, 25 in Richmond and Batesville. Now, Richmond, for example, started off at 19, so already we've warmed up. 30 in Harrison, 31 at Lunken, 27 in Lebanon, and in Wilmington. The wind chill, just a little bit of a wind chill. It feels like 23 in Connersville, 21 in Westchester. The only area where it's in the teens is still to the east, or they've probably held on to the clouds a little bit more. So it feels like 19 in Hillsborough and West Union. Feels like 18 in Brooksville. Feels like 17 in Maysville. Oh, this was interesting earlier. Now, if you remember yesterday, we were still dealing with some of that rain and snow. I think it was mostly snow at this point. So temperatures now are a lot colder than yesterday because we actually had those temperatures above freezing or right around freezing at this time yesterday when we were dealing with some of that snow. Okay, let's look at, hi Jessica. Yes, so right now outside, again, you can definitely see there's more clouds than maybe there were in the last hour. It's 27 degrees at CVG with winds out of the north around 7 miles per hour. Feels like 18, so there is a wind chill still. If you're going out and about this evening, which I probably should have shown you today's forecast before I show you the evening forecast. Here we go. Since I'm on here so soon after the newscast, I try to use the same show, but then sometimes I've changed some things. And anyways, here we are. So today, 33. Normal high is 42. So nowhere near that today or tomorrow, but we are getting into the 40s on Monday. Today, you're going to see gradually increasing clouds. We've already really seen that, and those temperatures getting into the low 30s. So by no means will it be warm today. And it is going to be a lot cooler than normal, but at least for the most part, it's dry. And if you're traveling today, it's ideal. It's going to be really nice with dry conditions, and that sunshine really helps out too. Of course, kind of makes it difficult sometimes if you're driving into the sun. I know how that can be too, and kind of get a little bit of a glare, but overall, probably better than a rainy day for sure. Last weekend I was in Philadelphia. We drove back from Philadelphia on Sunday, and we had rain and snow. Thankfully, I was not doing the driving, but we had rain and snow off and on the entire way home, most of the way home. By the time, the last maybe 3 hours, we didn't have any precipitation, but it was not fun, especially in some of those mountainous regions through southern Pennsylvania. It was a little dicey. So yeah, great travel weather today. Temperatures tonight, once the sun sets, and remember that sunset is at 5:19 today, we'll see those temperatures tumble into the 20s. So it will be a cold overnight. All right, let's look at this hourly forecast. I'll show you a couple of different, actually let's start with a different one. Hi, Kiara. Okay. Okay, so today we're dry. We'll see those clouds increasing. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine. Cold morning, though. Temperatures in the teens and low 20s, a little colder than today. By the afternoon, about 34 degrees tomorrow. We're dry on Monday, and then notice that late Monday night, so let's see here, about 9 p.m., we start to see some rain move in. That continues through late Monday evening and the first part of Tuesday. Tuesday right now, it kind of depends. I think that we do see a few very light showers, but I don't think it's an all-day rain event at all. So if you're traveling Christmas Eve, maybe you're going to a Christmas Eve service, whatever it may be, I think you're going to be okay. Most of this rain is going to be early in the day on Tuesday, so for those late evening Christmas Eve services, you should be fine. Let's go back to Wednesday. Let's slow this down just a little bit. Wednesday, a few scattered showers, definitely possible. But then by the time we get to Thursday, doesn't look so bad. And then Friday, we see widespread showers that continue into Saturday as well. Let's look at the game day forecast. Kickoff, of course, tomorrow is at 1 p.m. It's going to be a cold one, as we expect this time of year. Of course, December football, this is pretty much what it's going to look like with those temperatures in the 30s by halftime. Looking ahead to that 7-day forecast, there's a lot going on here. Today is the first day of winter. Tomorrow's game day. Tuesday, Christmas Eve, Wednesday, Christmas Day, and the first night of Hanukkah. And then we see those showers Thursday and Friday. But temperatures will be warming up almost every single day. 45 Monday, 44 Tuesday. Then we're back into the 50s for the middle to the end of the week. So very mild air expected here on that 7-day forecast. even the overnight lows. So we climb above freezing Monday and we stay there all the way through Friday. Not good news for Perfect North, that's for sure, but hopefully they have a good base and they can definitely make some snow tonight. That's for sure. It's ideal conditions for them. Beyond the 7-day forecast, very warm. Temperatures in the 50s consistently even as we head into the new year. And then we drop into the 30s for the 2nd and 3rd of January, with the overnight lows dropping down to the 20s eventually as well. But still, again, so I mentioned that once we get to Monday afternoon and we have those temperatures climb above freezing, I'm talking about this Monday, the 23rd, we stay above freezing until the night of the 2nd. So that's more than a week of temperatures above freezing in December, January, end of December, beginning of January. So very unusually warm weather as we look ahead here on that beyond the 7-day forecast. There was something that I meant to show you. Oh, I know what it was. Okay, any questions, anybody? Hopefully if you're going shopping, you're wrapping gifts, maybe staying inside today, but if you're going shopping, yesterday I went to, actually went to a couple places, but more like shopping centers. Parked once and just walked because by the time you move the car, you don't know how close you're going to be able to get, if you can get close at all to, the store where you're going. So, excuse me. So just prepare for that today. Bundle up. I'm sure today's going to be even busier than what I encountered yesterday, considering that it was a weekday technically, even though I think a lot of people were taking advantage of maybe a half a day or something like that. Okay. Just wanted to make a small change here. Anybody going to the game tomorrow? It's going to be cold, but I'm sure Cleveland is prepared. It's always cold there this time of year, huh? Okay, here's that 7-day forecast again. Today and tomorrow are very similar. They're dry, they're cold with temperatures near freezing. Then we see that rain start on Monday. Okay. All right, anybody have any questions? I know I was late here, so I was going to kind of wrap it up a little early, but yeah, bottom line is happy winter. Today's the first day of winter, as we know. Oh, 15 to 20 for a high in Syracuse, New York. Yikes. Yep, definitely supposed to turn into it. That's right, Rocco. Okay. Yeah, so again, the bottom line here is happy winter. Winter officially started this morning around 4:20 a.m. We have 9 hours, 25 minutes of daylight today, and then that starts to get longer. 27 degrees outside right now. We're only going to make it to about 33 this afternoon. That's your high temperature. Tomorrow, cold for tailgating, temperatures in the teens and low 20s, and then we will climb into the 30s by the afternoon, but barely. Those temperatures just hovering right around freezing. So bundle up if you're going to the game, if you're going shopping, whatever it may be. Even to those holiday parties, because again, I know sometimes you have to park a little ways away from the car. So just prepare for that long walk and bundle up. Next chance for precipitation is going to be late Monday night into Tuesday, and then we have rain chances kind of off and on throughout the week. So wet weather, but warm weather as we look ahead to next week. Getting close to, the end of the month now, the end of the year. And I just looked back earlier today. Our temperatures so far this month have been 1 degree on both sides, 1 degree on the high, 1 degree on the low, below normal. So just barely below normal. It's not significant. I know for some folks it seems like it's been really cold, but we had 2 days where we had a high of 58. So it just seems like the cold days you remember more. Okay, all right. I'm going to sign off here. I hope that you all have a wonderful Saturday. Stay warm if you can. I know sometimes that's a tall task to ask, but And I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a good one.